Alright, it's finally time to talk about my favorite movie of all time. Let's get started. What's going on, guys? Ryan O'Toole back here again, giving you guys another review. Welcome to the 5th review of my Star Wars series of reviews leading up to The Last Jedi. We are so close to The Last Jedi in the month of December, and now we're in the second movie of the original trilogy, and that is Star Wars Episode 5, The Empire Strikes Back. Directed by Irvin Kershner, not directed by George Lucas, and starring everybody that was in A New Hope. As always, guys, with all my Star Wars reviews, they are going to be spoiler-filled. So if you've not seen any of the past Star Wars movies, what the hell are you doing? Go watch them, then come back here and watch this review of The Empire Strikes Back. So Empire Strikes Back takes place 3 years after A New Hope, and in this film we see that the rebels are hiding out on a snowy ice planet called Hoth. The Empire sends out 1,000 droids on Hoth to try to find the rebel base, and so the battle for Hoth ensues. This movie's also about Luke Skywalker continuing his training to become a Jedi, and he has to go to the Dagobah system and learn under the Jedi Master Yoda, since Obi-Wan is passed. Things are very intense for Luke as Darth Vader is on his trails. He will do everything it takes to get to Luke, turn him to the dark side for what he has done to the Death Star. And we have The Empire Strikes Back. Now, if you guys have been watching my channel for a long time now, you know that this movie, The Empire Strikes Back, is my favorite film of all time. I love everything about The Empire Strikes Back. I think it is a perfect movie. I do not care about not every movie is perfect. Everything about this film is as flawless as any film can do, and especially for sequels, this is easily, I think, the greatest sequel ever frickin' made. And I'm not the only one. Every single movie critic has seen The Empire Strikes Back and believes it's one of the greatest movies of all time and the greatest sequel of all time. First, we must talk about the performances of everyone, starting with the good guys. Of course, Mark Hamill as Luke Skywalker is always great. And yes, he still plays the whiny Luke Skywalker, but he takes the route of seriousness, commitment, and rebellion extremely well in Empire. He wants to face Darth Vader and show that he can be the Jedi Knight that he is claimed to be. And it's cool to see the emotions in Luke's head that some dark shit is on the horizon. Harrison Ford as Han Solo is such a badass in Empire. He's a lot more committed, and he's not afraid to blast a bullet at Darth Vader or any Empire of so kind. Han is a badass, and the love story between Han and Princess Leia is so cute and so great. The humor in this movie is even better. And yes, C-3PO, R2-D2, Chewbacca are great comedic relief characters in this film, and now let's talk about the evil. First, I want to talk about the introductions to the bounty hunters. Boba Fett. Boba Fett is so cool in this film. Even though he doesn't have a lot of screen time, this was the introduction to a cool-ass bounty hunter in Boba Fett, for sure. And the best for last, Darth Vader. Darth Vader is a badass mofo in Empire Strikes Back. I mean, I don't have to say it. You guys know Darth Vader is a badass mofo in Empire. This guy is gonna go all out to try to get Luke. He's gonna kill his apprentices who fails him. You just pretty much know if you do something wrong, Vader's gonna choke you to death and kill you. And the showdown between him and Luke, which we will go to later. Now let's talk about some of the action set pieces. First, the battle for Hoth. This is easily the best battle ever in the Star Wars universe. The snow planet, the AT-AT walkers, the rebels, the Empire. This battle is so fucking cool. It is awesome. John Williams' score outshines A New Hope in Empire. Just the songs playing in this battle, it's so intense and so awesome that makes all the Star Wars fans nerdgasm. It's so awesome. And just the story alone with The Empire Strikes Back. The Empire does strike back throughout this entire film. Every single battle that the rebellion is in, they lose. And they freaking lose and fail bad. It just shows that the Empire is a huge force to be reckoned with, and they are the badasses in this movie. And it shows, especially with the Millennium Falcon, the hyperdrive not working. It's so great to see the heroes lose. And now I want to talk about the Dagobah planet. Dagobah. This set is so awesome. It's really dirty, really creepy, mysterious, and this is where we first find Yoda. Yoda is easily one of the greatest movie characters, movie inspirational characters of all time. When we first see him with Luke, he's like, burn someone, do ya? And then he just is funny at first. You see him as this dumb, funny, likable little guy, and then right at the moment you find out he's the Jedi Master that Luke's looking for, and he goes straight to serious. Like, I can't teach him. The boy doesn't know patience. And Yoda is just so cool. The scene where he lifts Luke's X-Wing. Best scene in the entire film. Also, we have to talk about the asteroid field sequence. The Millennium Falcon. Oh my god. The asteroid field song by John Williams. Oh my freaking god. This scene is awesome. The dialogue back and forth between Han and them. And the music play, oh my god, it's so freaking good. And the fact it's 2017 and it still looks realistic. It's stunning. And the final set piece we get introduced to is Bespin, the Cloud City. This set is extremely gorgeous. And this is where we're introduced to Billy D. Williams as Lando Calrissian. Billy D. Williams is so freaking charismatic in this role as Lando. He's unlikable at first. He does some stuff to Han and them, like when Darth Vader first comes in and has them on lockdown and tortures them. Lando's unlikable, but then he comes likable at the end and a part of the crew. And Billy D. Williams is great as Lando. The final 20 minutes of The Empire Strikes Back, starting of course with Han Solo being frozen into the carbonite bath. It's an iconic scene in film history. The most iconic, I believe, in my opinion. We see Han get frozen in carbonite. His last words to Leia. Leia says to him, I love you, and Han says, I know. One of the most romantic final moments ever in film history. Then after that entire scene when Han goes down, we see Vader's face. It's just pure evil. Luke and Vader's final battle. I don't have to say it. It's the best lightsaber battle in the Star Wars universe. Obviously. We see Luke and Vader just slicing their lightsabers at each other. Vader's trying to taunt him, trying to lure him to the dark side, and Luke's not having it. He's continuing to fight Vader to the last second. And then Vader slices off Luke's arm, and that is where Vader says, Luke, I am your father. And that is easily the greatest plot twist ever in film history. It's just so intense, but awesome at the same time. Because it kind of makes sense. We see Luke go through a lot of dark struggles with Vader. And you just instantly know that he's his son. And it's just clever writing. I don't have to say anything else. The movie ends perfectly. It leaves off a great cliffhanger with Lando and Chewie going off, and then they look out into the galaxy. It's just a perfect ending. And no negatives at all with The Empire Strikes Back. You guys know that. I think it is a perfect film. In the end, guys, Empire Strikes Back, favorite movie of all time. Phenomenal, perfect, see it right now. Nothing else needs to be said. On my rating scale, Empire Strikes Back gets a 5 out of 5 stars. Phenomenal. Alright guys, that was my spoiler-filled review for Episode 5, The Empire Strikes Back. Look out for next month, Episode 6, Return of the Jedi, the final film in the original trilogy, and then we're on to Force Awakens and then The Last Jedi. I can't wait for December. Thank you guys as always for watching this review, and if you guys liked it, give it a thumbs up, and be sure to subscribe today for more content. All my social media links are in the description down below, as well as links to my Patreon and Snapchat, and click that notification bell on your way out, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!